Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. You can call me Z, and welcome to Z Kingdom, a channel where I talk mostly and utterly about astrology, astronomy, and science, nerdy geeky stuff, yes. But occasionally, here and now, I might talk about certain other topics that I love, like languages, geography, maybe maps, art, creativity, or cooking, just topics like that I love as well. So if any of those topics like really pique your interest and this might be the first time that you're checking out my channel, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and also don't forget to click that bell so you never miss notifications whenever I post a new video. Like literally guys, I'm here in Canada where I live, and right now it's around like Christmas time, winter time, and it looks crazy outside. Like for those of you down there in America, oh my god, you guys don't want to see this. I know you guys get like the same amount of snow based on like whatever state you're in, but like look at this. If you're maybe like in LA or something like that, look at this. Like like what? This is absolutely phenomenal. It's so crazy. But anyways, today's video is gonna be about it's gonna be like a kind of like a video referring to a series that I made, an introduction video towards a new series that I made a couple months ago. It was based on the interview with the zodiac signs, and I know I have been lagging on that quite a while for right now. This will be on the Cancer. This is the Cancer video, basically interviewing Cancer, asking them a list of 11 questions, and how did Cancer feel about each of these questions. Basically, I'll be giving the zodiac signs their own personality, if you will. It's a cool, fun, and creative idea that I came up with myself, and I did all of these myself, so I hope you guys enjoy watching them, especially for all you Cancers out there. By the way, I know a lot of Cancers, very, very much so sweet people, and if you guys can relate to this video and you're Cancer, then that's a great, great thing. I just want you guys to comment below what you thought of this video. Don't forget, if you are a Cancer, don't forget to comment below what you thought of my personality, acting as a Cancer. And yeah, don't forget to share this video and just enjoy the video overall. So yeah guys, let's get right into the video. Interview with Cancer. Let's do this. Yeah, I'm Cancer. I am the fourth sign in the zodiac, and because of this, I actually rule the fourth house. Now, if you didn't know, the fourth house within astrology is the house of family. It's the house of the bonding towards loved ones. It's the house of the connection, the love towards family, the communication towards family. Because of this, some might say actually that I'm a sign of family. I'm a sign of strong connection, togetherness, and really just emotional love, that emotional strong connection that comes with family. Actually, I'm seen by the other signs and in astrology as the mother in astrology, sort of, because of my sort of zest for family, my love and the need to have my loved ones by my side. So really this then says that I'm sort of like the giver in astrology. So I like to give, just give birth to situations that I can take care of and nurture. So this is why I'm referred to as the mother, sort of. Not to mention, a fun fact about my sign is that my opposite sign is Capricorn. Capricorn is sort of seen as the father of the zodiac. It's sort of seen as the hard worker, the one who is much more realistic about life and just really kind of gets down to business like a father does. But for me, well, being like sort of like the mother, all I really care about is the love and the deep emotional connections towards the people I love most. It's like the most important thing to me. Some might actually say that I'm the sign who is the most emotional, who is very much so in tune and deeply, deeply touched and drenched within my emotions. And this does run relatively true for me. In fact, one of my biggest rules in astrology is to fully entrench and drench yourself within the emotional realm. So in a way, this sort of makes sense referring to my sign, because to really understand that feeling, that love, that can come with family, the bonding really, and the loyalty that can come with family, it takes a lot of emotional stimulation. It takes you to be really, really in tune with your emotions. So, really, because of this, I'm a very sympathetic, empathetic, and highly caring sign. I'm that sign who will give you a towel when you're crying. I'm that sign who will give you just a pat on the back or maybe even a hug. I give great hugs whenever you're feeling down. I'm here whenever you're crying or when you feel sad or emotional. I'm here. Just know that I'm here. I would really just say that I am a sign who really, really likes people to be happy. I love people to always be smiling, having a good day, not having a gloomy and sad, angry day. I just don't like to be a big rain on people's parades. So the least I can do is just come along whenever someone's feeling down or sad and try to cure that sort of nature. Would definitely say that I'm a heart rule head person because really, after all, I do have a good heart. My heart is extremely positive. I have the biggest heart ever that just wants to give. And so, really, with my heart ruling my head, I know exactly what my intention and role is in life, and I do an impeccable job at it. To be honest, I don't even know why I was given the name cancer, because I am something so far from a disease. I am the opposite of a disease. I will give you tons of hugs. I will lavish you with affection and love. I have to say, the biggest thing that pisses me off is whenever no one shows, or when someone shows a slight disregard or a slight just I don't give a crap sort of attitude towards someone's emotions, that kind of thing, it makes me pretty sad. That makes me, it's just a huge rain on my parade. It does make me kind of frustrated in a way. So I don't really like it when people are kind of just really too nonchalant or, just they don't really give a crap about another person's emotions or how they feel. I also hate it whenever you're trying to tell someone about cool memories that you had with them or just really fun and loving memories that you had on the whole with others and such nostalgic things, and they'll just show again a slight disregard for whatever you're talking about. Like, this is important. Like, the love is important. I'm trying to share with you memories that I had, and you're like, oh, I don't give a crap. That kind of thing does drive me nuts as well. Yes, I am the crab, actually. Yes, I'm the crab. And you're probably wondering, why am I the crab? Well, it's a long story. Obviously, with the crab, it's an animal that lives on both land and water. So, for this is kind of like a symbolic message to say that I'm a sign that it's kind of in touch with reality and fantasy. And being a water sign, really what this suggests for me is that the water side to my symbol represents deep emotions. Now, this obviously suggests that I'm a sign that is highly in touch and in tuned with the imaginary world, but at the same time being linked towards land slash reality. I'm also highly realistic. I would say that I'm realistic in a sense that I do appear firm and very capable on the outside, like the crab does, but still with having that imaginary side to me, on the inside I can be very soft, very, very lighthearted, and extremely, extremely emotional and sensitive. I can also be quite shy and insecure because of this as well. After all, if you think of the crab does carry its home on its back, and being used to living in its home a lot, it kind of gets a little bit too comfortable within its home, which is their comfort zone, and it can get very scared and very unsure of themselves whenever they let themselves out of their shell and experience the outside world. Let's just say one moment a crab would be fully out of their shell, exposed to the world, but the minute they sense something dangerous or something like movement, they just go right back in their shell. This is me in a sense. I do tend to get very shy whenever I'm hanging with the other zodiac signs and we're all partying maybe all at once in this social occasion. I get very, very shy and kind of stuck in my comfort zone. I do have trouble opening up to people, at least not when it comes to my emotions. I have no trouble opening up to people when it comes to my emotions. But like opening up as in getting letting loose or like dancing, I'm kind of on the fence of that. With that being the crab as well, this some might say that this might represent my kind of possessive and kind of snappy side, the side that I can get very possessive and sort of selfish in a way and kind of clingy, and the other side that I can get very, very overprotective. I can become extremely uh, just I can get very in this fighting mode. After all, being sort of like the mother of the zodiac, I do need that reassurance of, oh, I know that you're okay. I know that nothing's gonna happen to you. I know that I can protect you. And when I don't have this, I sort of get in this sort of overprotective mode of the people that I care about most. I sort of get in this clingy mode, especially when I see my loved ones being hurt by others. That's when I really, really, really lose it. The biggest thing that makes me happy has is gotta be spending family bonding time. Oh, 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 oh. Nothing like, around the winter times, maybe, Christmas times, just spending family bonding time around the campfire, drinking hot chocolate, talking about tons of memories. We don't have to be glued to technology. Actually, come to think of it, being the crab, sort of, since I do carry my home on my back, sort of, I am a sign of home. I do enjoy the home life much more than the social life, the outside life. I'm a sign who loves and enjoys really bringing others to my home to really experience that homey life and really to just experience what it means to be like a family together, partying together. If anything, that's the kind of partying I would love. But pretty much, yeah, other than people kind of accepting my emotions for what they are, showing a slight care for my emotions, really overall what makes me happy is spending quality time with the people that you love most. I am ruled by the moon. The moon in astrology shows a sense of connection and relation towards people's emotions. The moon is sort of like the subconsciousness, if you will. The moon is sort of like the fantasy, the inner you. What is the opposite of the sun, basically? So whilst the sun is all about expressing yourself openly, it's almost like the moon is your actual self. The moon is basically how do you express yourself to yourself inwardly. It's clear that the moon is linked to feelings, emotions. The moon is really linked towards how do you feel subconsciously and what is your actual feeling? For the moon, everything is real. What you feel is very much so real. For me, this kind of flows the same way. Because of the moon's rulership, I'm a sign that needs my emotions constantly in motion. After all, the moon does have an effect on our tides. So basically affects when the tides come in and when the tides go out. So whilst I do have the ability to adapt my emotions whenever I feel, I still my emotions still are like flowing. My emotions are flowing back and forth because of the moon's rulership as well. It can be suggested that I am a sign that has an effect on the woman's menstruation cycle. The moon takes 28 days to fully orbit the earth. Within that 28 days, that completes the entire cycle of the woman's menstruation cycle whenever, they're on their period. The moon is ruled by the Greek goddess Selene. And so basically, for the sun and the moon, which is Helios, he rules the sun, they're basically opposites. So man and woman, basically. This can suggest that I'm a very feminine sign, obviously. And this also means that I have a connection towards woman life. After all, being the mother, I kind of know what it means to be a woman. Because of this, whenever a lot of women do have certain mood swings or certain sort of, just bad times when they're on their period, or just like a lot of things that they're taking on when they're on their period. I sort of feel that in a way. I do feel that a lot, and it's very, very painful. So, you women down there, and any of you earthlings, women, I kind of feel for you guys. Gotta say, my perfect Saturday night is whenever I just lay down, just being so comfortable within myself, and just probably watching my favorite show with the people that I love most, maybe with the rest of the zodiac signs. Maybe we might all just sit down, watch some TV on the couch, just chillax, and yeah, really that's pretty much what my Saturday is like. I am a sign of comfortability. I would say definitely that because of this, it could be kind of hard to get me out of my comfort zone. I'm a definite introvert because, well, it's because of the fact that I do love my home life so much. I can be very shy and insecure, right? And a bit sensitive. So for me, I find it very hard to fully open up and exaggerate and just show so much confidence to others. So for me, you know, I kind of just like to stay stuck in my own coop. It makes me feel so nice, really. I am a water sign, so kind of like obviously Scorpio and Pisces, which shout out to them. They are one of my favorites, actually. We get along so well. But for us, basically, the water, it represents deep emotions, like I said. It represents imagination, because imagination is one of our strongest gifts. It represents strong emotions, by the way. So I feel like we do tend to fully entrench ourselves in our emotions. We're very intuitive and wise beings as well. We actually also do tend to be very much so sensitive beings, but I think the only difference is that I'm hypersensitive. So, yeah. Usually, if someone ever tried to start a dispute or argument with me, really, I just kind of let it go and be a little passive aggressive. To be honest, I do usually like to be passive aggressive with certain things because I don't want to come across as harming towards others. But when it involves you hurting my loved ones or breaking my heart or feelings, I do tend to hold a grudge. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I am a sign that does tend to carry I do tend to carry a lot on my back whenever someone hurts me, so I kind of get offended, and I can get into this fighting mode where I just don't even care, and I just want to go at you. You hurt my feelings. You did all this to me. Like, I have to get you. I have to get vengeance on you. I am compatible with both Scorpio and Pisces the most, of course. I feel they just get me. They get my intuitive nature, my emotional nature. We're almost like siblings with each other. They're like my brother and sister, really. But I do get along with other signs, such as Libra. Yes, she is quite nice, actually. I like her peaceful nature. I like the fact that she can easily gel with everybody, because I feel that's a really good trait that I admire about her. I do also love confident signs like Leo, or maybe the fire signs like Sagittarius, maybe, because I feel like having a friend that is very fiery and kind of alive and confident in my life can help me to really get out of my comfort zone, just pull me into that sort of light that they're in. By the way, don't tell Aquarius this. Don't tell Aquarius that I said this. But really, I hate the fact that he has no care for others' emotions or even his. He really, that drives me nuts, really. If there's any sign that I don't gel with, it's him. Well, my biggest negative trait, if I had any, well, I would definitely say that I'm not all perfect. Of course, not everyone's perfect. And so I would say one of my biggest negative traits is the fact that whenever I get a little bit too emotional, I can become very uncompromising. And so I can become just this, wee wee crybaby, and I can just sit on my butt all day and just not do anything logical with the situation. And so I feel like I struggle with finding logic a lot of the times. I just tend to go with how I feel. I believe that I can be very annoying towards others, plus that can be highly, really, it's not helping. So I do feel that it's a certain sort of trait that I need to fix about myself, to be honest. So really, if anything, I do need to fix that about myself.